Welcome to Mediocre Gaming, and today we're playing Destiny 2. Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and salutations. Today, is it worth it? Let's get to it. So less than a week away from the Black Armory official release date. Already there are people out there telling you how to get some of that sweet, sweet loot early. So they show you all of this type of stuff. Beat the boss, you get some drops, there's some loot crates. You don't get anything from them yet because it's not live. And how cool is that? Now, what they don't show you is the waiting. The waiting and the waiting and the waiting for these roaming bosses to show up. Show up about as often as public events show up. If you've ever waited on Mercury for a public event, you know how long that can feel. And right now, the only way to get some of this new loot is from random drops from the bosses. So whatever that percentage is, you have to kill so many bosses in order to get a legendary to drop. Whether it's 10% or 5% or 2%. So that will let you know on average how long it'll take you to get. How many bosses you have to fight. If you know how long it is in between, about 10 minutes in between them popping up, then you know it's going to take you, if it's 5%, you're going to have to kill 20 bosses, 10 minutes in between each one. Then you're talking about 20 times 10 or 200 minutes or just over 3 hours to get one legendary to drop. Now, you need to know that the new weapons, of course, have randomized rolls. So even though you get one of these new weapons, the rolls on it are going to be random, and they can be complete trash. So is it worth it? Well, it's really up to you. I mean, you get something that you're not really supposed to get until next week, but once next week hits, then it might be the new Edge Transit. So I think you have to decide that answer on your own, whether it's worthwhile or not to spend your time doing that versus doing Nightfall or Raid or working on those pinnacle weapons for Season 5, which you already have access to the quest line. So if it's worth it to you, I say do it. Just be aware that when the bosses pop up, you need to be right there and ready to shoot. If not, there's a lot of players that are already on to this method of getting some new loot. So as soon as the boss pops up, they take down the shields, take the boss out very, very quickly, within 1 minute, I would say. And if you're not there and you don't do any damage on the boss, so even if you're in the area, you have to wait in that one specific spot where they pop up. Otherwise, you're out of luck. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to ring the bell before you leave to be notified of all future episodes as soon as they go live. And thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. And we'll see you next time.
Portals ready. Primeval down. Good work. Invader inbound. Hunt 'em.